Hello, James and friends from Discord. Um, Based on the videos that Diffuse showed on the beginning of the week, I have learning a lot of stuff from the template, and I decided to also make salvage items. Uh, so now we can repair the items, and I was thinking it would be awesome to have that. A lot of survival games out there have, a lot of MMOs have that, and I think it's really cool because you don't want to have too many items. You know, I have played so many games that I had like chests and chests of the same items and I couldn't do anything with them. So it's cool to have salvage. So here's the way I did. It's not 100%, but I will show just the small issue that we have in the end. I'm sure that Diffuse or anyone else that understands better than me will be able to fix this, but here's what I did. So I got this struct, the S crafting cost that you see here, and I just went, so go good there, crafting, so it would be crafting cost, okay, and I just right click and duplicate that, and from that I went and I made the S salvage resources, and I changed some things here, so you can pause the video if you want to copy, and then you see here, so it's salvageable, salvage item 1, you know, the count, the percentage, so you can make the chance, and then you know if you need a workstation for or any other item, you know, to be able to another blueprint to be able to craft your item, right? So this is the struct, and then on the item details, the struct that we have that makes the item list database, I went in the end and I add that salvage resources, and I added here uh, the array of no uh, that is struck over there. And once I did that, no, you would be able to see here. So here, if you go and scroll up a little bit, notice the item. It's the X, the one that I'm trying out. I would say yes, this is a salvage item. You can go and add uh, till 4 items, and you can add also the crafting bench, right? So in this case we need both because one will be the spawn and the other one will be the crafted one, as Diffuse said, James said. And then here you will be able to add the items that you want. You can skip them, but you choose them from the item list, or even other item. I haven't tested other item, but other item list or other list, but you should be able to get them. And then here you can add the items that the resources that you would get back. You can add the amount that you would get and the percentage or the chance to get. For example, this one you have just 50% chance to get the item. Okay, so you can add whatever you want. So for example, if you have a sword that is made of gold, then you would have gold that comes out from it. You know, you choose. Or if you want to have a flower, you know, up to you. But yeah, that's the salvage resources tab, and you can fold that, you know, and fold it out, and you can create all these elements. Once I have done that, now we have the items on the list. Then I went to the player inventory component and I added that. So I added the same way we on the videos that we watched this week. You can see add repair item and server repair item. I add the salvage item and server salvage item as well. No, just create those and then connect them here. Um, no, should be pretty simple for people that follow the tutorial this week. And then once we have this, if you go inside of this one, so see, this is the one we did at the beginning of the week, this is the one I have done, so salvage items there. Then here you will see that we have the S item inventory here. I think it's the same as, yeah, the same as the repair. And then I'm just setting that node to start, getting item details, and then I'm extracting the item details over there. I'm making a for each loop, and then making breaks resource salvage resources, and there I'm getting the item to check to see if the item need an interactable item. Once I have that, then you can see here, just give me some more space. So this is what we have. Okay, and then if we don't have that, or if we need the crafting station like the workbench, then it's going to give us this message. Once we have, or we are on the craft bench, then what we do is we're going to go items to salvage, and we're going to set that. If we salvage the first time, this is the area that we need to fix, so we're going to explain later. So yeah, once you have it working, then we can figure out together how to fix. So then you create that ready salvaged, and then here I get the same item to salvage that you will see over here, and then here we're doing the each loop again the same as this part, and here I will have from the each loop I will have that struck, the S salvage struck, and I'm making this function just to calculate the amount of items that we will get, and I'll add that to the add items. So if we don't have, if it's not a salvage item, then we're going to say, okay, we cannot salvage that, it shouldn't even show, but no, it's going to be over here, and then we're going to add these items, or this number, like this, can add 4 items, different kind of items, and then we go into this. So this is just, you know, getting the items to salvage, the item that you have, and then we're just calculating here the condition. So okay, if this item is 100%, then we're going to get more items. If it's just 50%, then we're going to get less items. If it's just 10%, we're going to get just 10% of the items. So it's something like that. And then we have the chance. So based on the chance, we also will calculate the minimal and the maximum amount of items that we will get. And then that will come out with the name as well of the item, so we can, you know, create the item on the inventory. So here it is. So we get the item, salvage item, and then we get the name and say, okay, we want that name like a rock or a wood, and then this is the chance of getting that wood, and then we have the count of that wood, and they come here with the final count. Okay, so once this is complete, then what it does is this is gonna create a notification item was salvaged, and we remove that from the inventory. We will, I don't know if all of this is necessary, but was following also when the items get destroyed from the other tutorial. So client has select slot, and then server destroy held item, and then this we go, and then I repeat this from the repair as well. I don't know if it's not necessary, and then in the end here say, okay, the event is salvaged, now it's open, you can salvage again another one. But again, this is the area that I need some help. Once we have that, then it should be working. You just need to double check here if you have the items, no, they will be salvaged, and then here we also check to see if it's salvaged, and then we need to add another button, so it will be the copy of the repair. So you just copy that, add in the bottom here. Again, the same as the tutorial. You just change the name here, check to see if it's variable, and then you're just gonna change the editable and the enable, and then the visibility. And then once we have that, if you go here to salvage visibility, it's very similar to what we had before with the repair as well. It's just we have the for each loop here. We're getting the item, getting the for each loop. We're testing the class if it's holdable, and then we're checking here if that resource, that salvage resource, is also salvageable. So it will show. If that happens, then it will be okay, this will be visible, this will not visible. I put here that you can salvage items that are more than 80%, but you don't need to have this if you want. Maybe let's say that, no, you could say 30%. So less than that you wouldn't be able, you need to kind of repair the item a little bit to be able to fix it. But it's up to you, you don't need to have this one. And then let's just save this change. And then over here, this is the other bind that I did. Then we have here, okay, if this item was salvaged, then we can go and make this not visible. And if we still can salvage the item, then we'll go through here and check to see if it's valid. We'll check as well, no, it's 30%, things like that. You can change this again if you want. And then on the event graph, we're just creating another, on-click event, and then salvage items over there. Okay. This is the same event that we'll see inside of the player inventory component over here. Okay. And I think this is everything that you should be able to make it work. So again, we have this area here. They already showed everything. And then we have this area over here. We have over here checking the items. And then we have the macro as well. And then the event. Okay. So once we have everything set up, if you play the game, I did on the X. So if I go and I play and I check the X, I go and I right click, you see salvage, I can salvage and say, okay, this need to require a workstation, so I add that. So we need to go to workstation over here, and then we can right click, then if we go salvage, there we go, we have the salvage item. Okay, and this will just turn off. So this is how you can salvage item. You have the items returned to you. I'm getting that weird error here, the red one, so that's something else that would be great. Someone knows how to fix that. And then here's the issue. So what happened in the blueprint so far is once I go and set that, I cannot go and salvage again. And I tried to figure out how I could do this, with the branch and with the booleans, but it didn't work. I'll keep trying, but it didn't work. So yeah, anyone that knows this or are thinking to add this to their game, help me out. Hopefully James will be able to help out as well. And yeah, that's the system. If I go in and turn off this part in here, where is it? Oh, no, it's over here. If I go stop, let's stop. If I go and remove this part over here, I think we could start, let's see this, and then if we go here inside of these two, see, yes, I think would be this one. If I go and I just plug this as well to here, I think we would be able to salvage other items as well. So if I go here and I go salvage, say, okay, we have the message there, then I go here, salvage, you see how I was able to salvage. I can salvage this one as well. The problem about this is the area that I want to fix. Like if you go and click, the item was destroyed, but I can still click and we still keep adding new items. And that's the area it needs to be fixed. Again, I'll keep trying, but if anyone knows how to fix, that would be great. Thank you very much. I hope that you like this feature, and we can add this to the template. James can add this to the template, or maybe you guys can add it yourself as well. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.